If you're frustrated because your emails aren't getting open, then I've got good news for you. In this video, I'm going to take you through a 4-step process that works gangbusters. G'day, Ben Futrell here, co-founder of Max My Profit, and we're all about helping you build the business you imagine. Now, if you imagine that when you send out an email to your database that you had a better response rate, in fact, maybe people not only opening your emails, but clicking through to book your service or buy your product, then in this particular video, I'm going to take you through my 4-step process for getting great results. Now, stick around because after I run through the 4-step process, I'm going to show you 3 examples that I've created as well, and I'll take you through exactly why this formula works so well. Now, I wish I could take credit for designing this formula, but it's a well-known sales formula called the AIDA principle, which is AIDA, and that is attention, interest, desire, and action. That's what those 4 letters stand for. So when you write an email, A for attention is typically going to be in your subject line, and then you want to get interest and desire in the copy that you write along with a very strong call to action. Now, it's easy to say that, but so many people do seem to struggle with actually putting this into practice. So I thought what would be better is to give you some examples. So let's jump onto the computer and I'll share a few examples that I have already created. All right, it's time to get stuck into the examples and see how to actually apply this to an email that you've written. I'm about to show you 3 examples that I've come up with. One is a product, the next 2 are services, and that way you can see how it applies to different sorts of businesses. Now, of course, you're going to have to translate this into your business, and also keep in mind that you can use this formula in just about any of the marketing that you do. It's a great formula and it works gangbusters, not just in email, but for landing pages, websites, phone scripts, whatever else you choose to use it in. Now, this first example I've used is an organic garden slug and snail killer. That is a solution to controlling slugs and snails in your garden. And you can see that my subject line is the very first thing that I've got there, which is to grab their attention. Now, I would say this is about 80% of the battle. You need a really good, strong, compelling subject line if you're going to get people to open your email. If people don't open your email, the rest of the copy does not matter. So when you go copywriting, good marketing, you've really got to think about putting most of the effort into this attention-grabbing headline. Now, having said that, when it comes to email programs, quite often they'll also show a little bit of a snippet of the email itself. So be really careful about what you write in the first sentence, because that's going to quite often show up as well in the sort of preview that people are looking at when they're thinking about whether or not to open your email up. Anyway, so you can see that my subject line here is, do you have slugs and snails in your garden? Question mark. Now, questions work really, really well if they are, not a yes or no question that is going to stop people from opening your email if they're a prospect. Now here, this is what's called a reader group headline. I'm targeting people that have the problem because nobody else is going to buy my product anyway. And so let's say I was sending this out to a database of garden lovers. Maybe I had a business that sold plants and did landscaping or something, and I wanted to sell a snail and slug solution to those people. This email would definitely get opened if they had that problem. Now, you can see that I've then started my interest, the next part of my formula, with we know how annoying they can be. They eat leaves of your plants, leaving them bare and vulnerable to disease. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if there was a preview for the email, that would not all show up. It might come up to, we know how annoying they can be. They eat the leaves, and they eat the, and it would show ... or that period afterwards. And so that would invoke curiosity, which is what you want to think about when you're writing an email. You want people to open the email so they get the rest of the story. So we know how annoying they can be. They eat the leaves of your plants, leaving them bare and vulnerable to disease. That's why we created the product that kills slugs and snails without harming other animals or plants. Our organic slug killer is made from natural ingredients, so it won't harm children, pets, or wildlife when used as directed. So that's going to get you interested. And now I've got to create desire. So that's the D in the AIDA formula. You don't need to worry about using harmful chemicals anymore because our slug killer will solve all your problems with just one application. And best of all, it comes with a money-back guarantee if you aren't happy with the results. So what are you waiting for? Get rid of those pesky pests today by clicking this ad now, and then call to action again. Click here right now to order organic garden slug and snail killer today. Okay, very, very clear call to action. Click here right now to order. And so it's very important that as you go through and you write these, that you're not afraid to ask for the sale. Make sure you're very clear and that you ask. Let's have a look at the second example. This time I've used a service. I've gone with a remedial massage therapy service. And this is a complementary therapy that aims to treat muscles that are damaged, not tense or immobile, is the description I came up with. So first of all, attention. I'm looking for people that suffer from chronic pain. I want to get the attention of those that are suffering. They will open this email. Do you suffer from chronic pain? Then I've put, if so, then remedial massage therapy can help. Now, I've put that there because if it does show up in a preview and they've had remedial massage therapy and they're not interested in it, then they probably won't open the email. If they haven't tried it, then they're likely to. It's going to invoke curiosity. They're going to open my email and they're going to dive in deeper. So if so, then remedial massage therapy can help. We're a team of highly trained and experienced therapists who specialize in the treatment of muscular problems. Our treatments are designed to reduce pain and improve mobility by releasing tension in your muscles. So that's going to get people interested. Now I've got to create desire. You'll feel better after just one session with us. We guarantee it. And if you don't see results, we won't charge you for our services. So what do you have to lose? Call us today and get started on the road to recovery. Now my call to action. Click this ad right now and book an appointment with Remedial Massage Therapy, or whatever the company name is. Right, so you can see that it's very clearly taking them through a process. It's not a lot of words either. It doesn't have to be really wordy, just have to be really strong call to action. All right, so let's have a look at the third one that I did, which was for house cleaning services. Regular cleaning, for busy people that are working and they get their house cleaned. Attention. Are you tired of cleaning your own house? Okay, so that could be my subject line. And then you see my first line of my interest. We know that you're busy and you don't have time to clean your home. So I'm qualifying the right readers that I want to get into my email. If they are seeing that in a preview, they're likely to open it. That's why we do it for you. Our cleaners are trained professionals who will make sure every inch of your house is spotless. You can sit back, relax, and enjoy the peace of mind knowing that everything is taken care of. Desire. Let us take care of all the dirty work so you can focus on what really matters in life, like spending more quality time with family and friends. Plus, our prices are affordable, so there's no reason not to give us a try today. Right, now my call to action. Click this ad right now and schedule a free consultation for an estimate from Premium House Cleaning today. Okay, I've called myself Premium House Cleaning, but as you can see, very, very strong calls to action. And this is the key to making your emails work. So, you can see that if you stick to this formula, you can actually write really good emails that are going to be effective. So there you have it, 3 examples there showing you exactly how to go about creating attention, interest, desire, and a good call to action. If your emails haven't been working or any of your marketing, to be honest with you, this formula works in just about any sort of format, whether it's an email, a landing page, on your website, a direct mail letter, even a phone call. If you want to write a good sales script, these are a good way to do it. So hopefully that's helped you. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you give it the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any of the other content that we're creating. And look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, have a profitable day. See ya.